Hey, so I recently filmed 9 videos for QuickBooks YouTube channel. And so I thought I'd just do like a little story time video and let you know how it went and what the process was like, because it ended up being a lot different than I expected. I'm wearing my little Papa Green today for QuickBooks. My name is Morgan if you don't know me, and my website is FinePoints.biz, and this channel is all about helping you organize your bookkeeping business. So when QuickBooks first contacted me, I definitely had that moment of like, oh my gosh, am I qualified to do this? Like, QuickBooks is like a really cool brand that I've been using forever. Some of the other people that they asked to do a similar series were like my bookkeeping celebrity idols kind of. I kind of feel like, you know, in Friends when Ross has like paleontologist celebrities that no one else cares about, that's how I am with bookkeeping celebrities. So like Hector Garcia and Seth David, I had been watching for years and years, like from when I first started my bookkeeping business, and they were also doing some of these QuickBooks series as well. So anyways, after I kind of got over that initial shock, I was really excited to be working with QuickBooks. And if it'll let me, I'm going to make a playlist of the 9 videos, and it'll be linked in the description box below. I'm going to tell you some of the little funny parts in there, but if you can help it, please do not try to skip around in the videos, because that hurts the analytics for YouTube, and then YouTube thinks that that video isn't a quality video that they want to send to other people. So anytime you can watch a video all the way through, that's really helpful. So 2 of the first things we had to do before filming was pick out what I was going to wear, which actually turned out to be a long process. And then also I had to look at all the scripts that they sent me and edit them so that it was in my voice, and I put some of my own stories in there and that kind of thing. So I'm going to try to put in some screenshots of all the different outfits I tried on. It was hard because I feel like naturally I wear just really neutral colors. I just wear a lot of olive and then blue and stuff and gray. And so they were kind of like, no, that's not what we want. They wanted fun brunch is what they called it for my outfit. So they wanted bright colors, fun jewelry, that kind of stuff. So it took a lot of back and forth, and then these are the 3 different outfits that we decided on. So after I edited the scripts and then they were approved, I had 4 days or so to kind of familiarize myself as much as I could with the scripts and try to not memorize them, but just really cement them in my brain. So I ended up kind of making myself little outlines, which is what I do for my videos. And then, you know, when I had a speech and speech class or something, that's how I would, what I would speak off of usually. And then we filmed in August. It was 4 full days of filming, which was kind of a culture shock to my body. They had a team come in. There was 3 people that were from New York. And then they rented this really cute office space in Portland. It had thousands of live plants. That was their thing. But it had some cool lighting and different props and plants and stuff. So they could make the background for the videos. And again, this was just way more exciting and way more production than I'm totally used to. I'm sitting here in my living room with my light coming in through my window, but they had multiple camera angles, all these lights. They took a really long time organizing the background and arranging the flowers just how they wanted it, so it didn't look too busy, but it looked exciting and not too modern, and all this vision that they were going for. And everyone throughout the process was super duper nice. That's definitely one thing that stuck with me, is the Intuit QuickBooks team that I worked with on the first first few calls were super nice. And then the 3 guys who were helping with the actual filming were super kind, super supportive, really nice as well. So that made it really nice throughout the whole process. So we got into filming and it was pretty good. I think especially the first day I just had to do 2 videos, and they started me with kind of the easier ones. It was hard because I would sometimes get distracted. I just feel there was a lot going on. There was more people in the room. And so, you know, I'd really try to have to focus on what I was saying. So throughout all 4 days of filming, the thing that I definitely found the hardest was just being able to speak naturally to the camera. Because I was trying to keep all this information in my head and say certain things and phrase it sometimes in certain ways, but also make it sound like me. So that kind of tripped me up a few times. So again, back to the first day, I remember they had a side camera, so I had to say certain things to the side camera. And one time I had to turn to the side camera and bite an apple, because I forget, they were talking about giving snacks to people or something. Does that ever happen to you where you get really tired and then you think everything's funny? So that was the end of the first day, a really long day. I was just started cracking up every time I had to turn to the side of the camera, bite the apple. So that was a really funny and fun memory that definitely sticks with me. My most challenging day was definitely the second day, because we had 4 scripts that we were scheduled to film. And so I was kind of getting in my head, because I was oh, I have so much information I have to retain, so many things I have to say correctly. It's a lot of energy, like being on camera like all day. You know, I'm used to just doing like, you know, an hour at a time, but this was like a whole day of filming. And I'm also kind of used to, in general, just as a bookkeeper, I work on my own schedule. Like if I don't feel like working, I don't have to. And I really set my own hours. And so this was not that situation. I really had to be on and I had to be camera ready. And so the second day, I think like halfway into it, I was just like, I felt like I was making so many mistakes. And in my mind, I was starting to like freak out a little bit. And so I did just take a break. I was like, I just need to take like half an hour break and just like kind of recenter myself. We kind of talked through like different feedback styles and what is most helpful to me, what I needed. And so after that break and kind of like regroup, I felt a lot better after that. But it was a really big challenge actually. Again, they were really kind. They were like, you don't have to do all 4 scripts today. We can space them out if you need to. In the end, I just kind of wanted to power through and we just did all 4 that day. And then the other days were easier, especially the last day. We just did a bunch of B-roll, which is kind of like the extra shots that you put in to videos. So we did some really funny ones. So again, I was like laughing half the time. We had to do one where I was like posing like a yoga pose. Oh, and one where I was like sitting on the couch watching Netflix. So they had to like keep resetting the scene to kind of create these different scenes. So then they put the lights down low and I popped some popcorn and I was like eating popcorn while watching Netflix. So stuff like that was really fun. And then I did a lot of like hand modeling. So if you watch the videos, those are all my hands on the computer. Like if they're showing the product like QuickBooks Online, it'll be on a computer screen with me like looking over my shoulder or something at what I'm working on. Or if they're showing on like a mobile device, it'll, you know, show me like scrolling through different windows or clicking on things. And of course those were all green screens when I was filming. So I was just like, they're just like, okay, tap. Now scroll, now tap, now return to the bottom. And so it was like basically a whole day of doing that, which was actually pretty relaxing. So overall, it was a really fun experience. I personally have chosen to use QuickBooks exclusively throughout my bookkeeping business. So it was a really great fit. And I think they had, you know, realized that and seen my videos and knew that I was already using their products. So I was a good spokesperson for them. Don't forget to check out the playlist. It'll be in the description box. And let me know if you have any questions about QuickBooks or anything else or any new videos that you want to see on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll be talking to you next week. Bye.